Foundation for what he's been doing for us here in Nigeria and indeed the whole of Africa, for his contributions not just to the educational sector but to the entire aspect of human endeavor. We're so grateful to him, and we'll also want to tell him and indeed the foundation itself that we appreciate the gesture that he or they have extended to all the tertiary institutions in Abia State. And we'll also want to promise him that whatever these schools are going to receive today will be put into judicious use, so that at the end of the day, the dreams of this foundation, and in particular, the dream of the founder of this foundation, will be achieved. Having said that, let me very sincerely, on behalf of my government, and people of Abia State, thank you all and thank the foundation in particular. Thank you and God bless you all.
Well, thank you very much, the representative of the Abia State Governor. We are now going over to the main event proper, which is the symbolic presentation of the books to the schools. But before that, we also want to acknowledge the presence of someone who is very important equally to us, the Chairman Board of Directors,
Blaze FM.
In the person of Sir Amobi Adrika. He's here in flesh and blood. And so we would want the chairman himself, the founder of Emeka Offor Foundation, His Excellency, Senator Ken Nnamani, and members of the high table to move down majestically We hear the governor of Imo State, in the person of Owele Rochas Okorocha, might be coming into the arena. With your permission, sir, we welcome him, and we ask the founder of the foundation, Sir Emeka Offor, and members of the high table to move over to the section where the symbolic distribution would start.
Okay, it's looking like the members of the high table would want to wait for the governor to arrive so they can all move down together.
All right, I think that is more like the usual protocol. All right. Owele Rochas Okorocha is stepping, or rather driving into the arena. I think I'm right. All right. And he's here in flesh and blood, not represented by anyone. He's coming here by himself. And you can understand why we are waiting. It's he likes making an entrance.
He's also a friend of the Sir Emeka Offor Foundation.
Exactly. And so we welcome Owele, the executive governor of Imo State, Owele Rochas Okorocha. It is from there we would move straight to the arena where the symbolic distribution would start. I think members of the high table should just meet him, okay? Meet him downstairs and just, follow him down there. That's Owele Rochas in person. All right, he's coming up. He's coming up. He's fast enough. He's coming up. You're welcome, Your Excellency. And so, very quickly, as he meets members of the high table, we are asking that he accompanies the founder of Sir Emeka Offor Foundation and members of the high table to the podium where the symbolic distribution would start. Welcome, Your Excellency. You're highly welcome. You're highly welcome. Thank you. No. We're now asking, because you have just very little time, we're now asking the members of the high table to move straight on to the arena. Okay. About 20 minutes. All right, His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, has been invited to the podium to make a speech, a short remark before we go down to the podium for the distribution proper. 2 minutes, sir. Hello. We now invite His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, to the podium. 2 minutes to make a short remark before we go straight ahead to the podium.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Anambra State, ably represented by the Head of Service, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, here represented by the Deputy, distinguished Ken Namani, former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our brother and by extension now a Nigerian and American Nigerian, Ambassador Howard Jetty, our hosts, Sir Emeka Offor and his lovely wife, the keynote speaker, I believe, the Professor and Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless all of you. Now we are gathered here for the future of our children. We are gathered here to make sure that the ingredients that make up education becomes available to all. Some of you may notice in the Bible, the word of God said, "For they have eyes, but they cannot see." What that simply means is that it's referring to people that are illiterate, who cannot read and write. The greatest gift you can give to any child is education. And once a child can read and write, half of his problem is solved. In the time past, we used to think that building mansions and 1, 2, 3 in Onitsha is a solution to life. Little do we know that just is nothing. Because unless you're educated, you cannot even preserve the wealth that you have. Sir Emeka Offor, let me use the opportunity to commend you. This your foundation has been running for many years, and you have chosen the very aspects of human existence, education, and providing books for knowledge. I must commend you and to thank you for a job well done. I want to advise all of us here, especially the children, that we must imbibe the reading culture, which is fast disappearing in our society. Our children no longer read books. They only depend on whatever the teacher says in the class, and that's it. But let me tell you, the hidden things are in the written words. Let every child